Welcome friends to this series of learning Google Cloud Platform. In this lecture, we will install a Python app using Flask on a VM instance that can read the MySQL database, which is in another private subnetwork in the same VPC. So, are you excited to have this experience? I'm sure you will be delighted to have this learning. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do it right now. This will help you to watch when new videos will be available. Also, please hit the notification button so that you can get notified too. Friends, in an earlier lecture, we installed a MySQL client on the VM instance in US Central 1 subnetwork, which was successfully able to connect to the database located at a different subnet DB private GA. Now, in this lecture, we will build a Python application using Flask, which will be served from port 5000 of the app server located in US Central GA subnet. We will open this port 5000 of the app server in Internet User. This app server will access the MySQL database privately through 3306 port from a different subnet DB private GA. So that means anyone in the world can reach the app server through port 5000, but no one in the world can access the DB server through any port. Thus, we will be keeping our database private and secure from the outside world. So let's get started. Welcome back, friends. So this is our Google Cloud Web Console. So in the last lecture, we installed the MySQL database in DBVM, and then we installed the MySQL client in instance 1 VM instance, and then we connected the MySQL server installed in DBVM from instance 1. So now in this lecture, we will install a Python app in this instance 1. We will make this a app server, and inside that app server, we will access the database, which is basically in DBVM, and they're in different subnetwork. And both of these instances are in the same VPC network. Okay, so let's get started. So first and foremost thing is that whenever we are going to make this VM instance as app server in Python, we need to open the port 5000 because the web application can be accessed to port number 5000 if we install the Python app over here. So for that reason, we are going to create a new firewall rule in US Asia VPC. So we are going to keep the name of this firewall rule as allow Python app port, and you can use the same name as each tag, and maybe we can keep some price like 100, and we're saying like it's in English. Allow IP range, it should be anywhere in the world, so 0.0.0/0, and we're going to say the TCP port number 5000, which needs to be opened through this firewall rule. So we can say create. So once this firewall rule will be created, what we will do, we'll go to this instance and add the tag. Add the tag, we are just going to say edit this VM instance, and we will rename this instance as maybe app server. So from now onwards, the server will be called as app server, and we are going to open the port allow Python port app. So right now, from anywhere in the world, this particular server can be accessed to SSH, and from these 5,000 port. Say if we are going to say save, then this server will be renamed as app server, and from anywhere in the world, this server will be reachable through SSH port number 22 and 5,000. So let it be updated. If you pause my recording and I'll come back on it. Okay, so once it is done, this server is renamed to app server, and we have allowed the port 5,000. Now I'm going to start the server, so it will take less than a minute. Okay, so this server is back. So now let's go to this Cloud Shell and let me list the instances. And you can see that right now we are having these app server listed over there. So what we'll do, we'll connect to this instance with gcloud compute SSH and app server, and its zone is US Central 1C. So once we connect to this server, we are going to install our necessary libraries, and then we will start making our app. So first and foremost thing, we just need to have this update done. Now fine, we're done with the update. Now we're going to install the Python 3, but I think Python 3 is already there. So what we will see, you check the version, and you can see this Python 3 is already installed with the package. So we need to install the piece with Python. So let's install this. Okay. So pip is installed. Now we are going to install these some clients for the MySQL library. So those are needed to connect to MySQL server. So once it is done, we will move to install the package config. And package config installation is going on. Now, once it is done, we are going to install the Flux, because we are using this Flask for the web application for Python. And also we are going to install the MySQL client to interact with the MySQL server from Python code. Okay, so when it is done, we are going to install the virtual environment for Python. And it is also done. Now our time has come to build our first code. So before that, we are going to make one directory called myapp, and we can go to this myapp directory. We will create one directory called templates. So within that templates, we will actually put our template HTML file. But before that, we need to create our first app.py file, where we are going to have our code for web application. Now, in order to do that, we need the MySQL server's details. So this is our database server 10.0.6.2. If we go there, we can see 10.0.6.2 is our database server. User, we have here in the earlier lecture, user LL, and we created the password, a strong password for this one, and our database is hello world. Now this particular app actually will connect to the MySQL server, and then it will fire this particular query, select message from hello world table in each one, and then it will display that with the help of the template, which is hello.html. Now this hello.html is under templates, so that is what we're going to create right now. Okay, so now we're going to create this hello.html that is under templates, and there we're going to create a template file for our hello message word, and there actually we will have our hello message which is going to be coming from this Python app. Okay, so here what exactly was fetched from this MySQL server hello world table, this hello message is going to be copied over here, and that will be displayed in our web page. So it's a very simple web application that is going to be used through this Python code. Now we need to create our virtual environment. So in order to do that, we need to say venv. So once it is done, our virtual environment is created. Now we can run our code, that is app.py. So maybe we can run it through NoHub, Python 3, and app.py, and maybe we can redirect with some log for app.log. Okay, so now let's check this app.log, and you can see that this particular app server is actually solving the web application on port 5000. So we can test this. Maybe we can try to curl, and maybe we can check this in local, and it is this hello world message is coming from the MySQL server. Alternatively, what we can do, we can go ahead and check the compute engine virtual machine external IP address of app server, and you can grab this one, grab this IP address, and go to the browser, and we can say HTTP // and then 5000. To do so, we can see these hello world message is coming. So our app is up and running, but the interesting fact is that our app server is open to internet through 5000 port, but the data which is coming from GBVM, which is completely in a private network and a different subnet, so it's completely secure. And though the external world can reach the app server, but the external world cannot reach our database. So our database is very much in a secure position, and this message is still coming from the database. Thank you, friends, for watching this video. We from the Learning Light team congratulate you on completing this video. In this lecture, we have built a Python application using Flask, which is solving from port 5000 of the app server located in US Central GA subnet. Anyone in the world can reach the app server through port 5000, but no one can access the DB server through any port. Thus, we are keeping our database private and secure from the outside world. In the upcoming lecture, we will try to separate our web server from app server and eventually try to make our app server private from the outside world. So stay tuned. Wish you all the best and good luck. Before leaving here, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. We worked a lot to present you with such a beautiful thing. So please encourage us by putting your comments in the comment section. If you have any doubt, please leave your concerns and we will reply with our best efforts. Have a nice day and see you in the next lecture. Thank you.